It's conventional to think that life sucks, and most of the time it does. Things are hard. Things are getting very difficult for me right now. But the unconventionalist in me knows that I need to change things around. And one of the things I'm going to do from here on forward is to figure out one thing per morning. What is one thing that I can do to change my perspective, to change my life around so that life doesn't suck? Or maybe it'll just suck a little bit less. I'm tired. I'm drained. Most of the time, I don't even feel motivated to do things because there's a heavy, heavy burden of life. But one thing I've figured out is I used to be a musician. I used to play music, a lead singer, guitarist. I've played all the instruments and recorded multiple songs. But one of the things I needed to do, because I dropped out of school at 7th grade, was my vocabulary wasn't very large. And I'm a lover of words, but being that I'm uneducated and loving to write poetry, I had to learn new words. So what I would do is I would pick one word a day. Every single day I would learn new words. Some of my favorite words were flux. That means perfect today, where a bottleneck, just like this bottle of water, everything flows until it gets to a constricted point. That's a flux. I love the sound of it. I love everything about the word. Placid was another one. A placid lake that's just glassy, that's just completely still. The sound of the word placid. And I think in life we're in this flux, right? This focal point where everything's just concentrated and it gets very difficult. The place that's nice to be is that still water with the mist over it. That's placid. By learning a new word, just making the effort to learn one word every single day. After a month, I'd have 30 new words that I knew that I could apply towards my poetry or my lyrics. And today, I want to move forward to the unconventionalism, become an unconventionalist, to choose how I respond to problems and hardships in life. A lot of us think that we don't have a choice, and we kind of don't. There's a lot. We got to go to work. We got to make money. We got to be a single dad. We have a special needs child. None of that's going to go away. And things could get very emotional and very stressful, very fluxed. But it's how we choose emotionally to deal with it. Now, I've lost control. I've gotten angry. Yesterday, I just felt like laying down and giving up. And you got to give yourself a break every once in a while. I think it's healthy. Just take a knee as all the missiles are coming in sideways and up and down, and you're just going through the washing machine of life. But if I did what I did before, drinking alcohol, inebriating myself in any ways, it makes me feel better and it makes me feel good, but it doesn't cause the root of the problem to go away. The problem's still there, and in fact, sometimes it gets even bigger. So how we respond emotionally, we can cry, we can get angry, all of that seems like inebriation to me. That's the conventional way, and it just digs us deeper and deeper into whatever life's problems that we have. But if you really think about it, it's just emotions. So my thought moving forward is to put emotions aside from everything and try to figure out what's one thing every single day that I could do to better this problem and not feel negative, not feel discouraged, to feel motivated, positive, to gain my energy back. And I think the one simple tool that we can do in life is to choose how we respond to things emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, everything. It changes everything. Guys, when we have those negative thoughts and we fill our brains up with social media and movies and negative thoughts, it really brings us down. The brain is actually like a hard drive. From my knowledge, computers were actually designed after the brain to be able to absorb information, right? So all day, if we go in with the energy of life sucks and all this, I don't feel like doing anything, then that's what we're going to experience. And that's the hard drive. That's the information flowing through our minds. But if we start to put positive, especially first thing in the morning, what's one thing I can do today that will make this problem a lot easier to deal with, if not completely eliminate the struggle? And that is to go in and choose how you respond to things. A wise man said that foolish people do things that they don't like to do over and over and over again without any change. A smart person will do things that they don't want to do for a profit. But a true genius, will do the things that it doesn't want to do, right? The things that are necessary in life that we most likely don't want to do. But the difference is the genius does them joyfully and happily. We're going to have to wash dishes. We're going to have to go make money. We're going to have to change diapers, take care of our kids, ourselves, change a flat tire, all of these things. They're not going to go away. But what if we changed our perspective and did these things joyfully and happily with intention? Because if you think about it, they're still going to be there. And the more and more we fight and struggle, the more weight to this problem begins to happen. And it's not until we change that perspective to go in intentionally and choose to be happy. I don't know why it's such a difficult thing to do, but I think this is the way that we can make life not suck. This is how the unconventionalists will change the course of their lives forever, in my book.